calm before the storm. 09 Pontiac vibe. Need a little love. So we got a little smacky on this side. Little smacky on this side. We gotta get things right here. Okay, look at that. I'm getting a little bit of deja vu, and maybe you are too. 2009 Pontiac Vibe GT. 2009 Pontiac Vibe GT. This has a beautiful bluish, tealish front clip.
It's about to have a beautiful bluish
And this has no beautiful bluish front clip.
Well, it has a not so beautiful-ish black front clip in the back seat.
It's in the back seat. So, for those who have not watched the earlier videos, we bought this, and a child may have had, not this child,
a sister,
a child may have had an accident in rush hour on
a red F-150
in rush hour on one of the busiest roads in Minnesota, which was on a Friday.
on Friday.
That was cool.
Got pulled out of track practice early that afternoon. Was all I'm saying.
So this guy went with Mom, loaded up the car trailer, and went to go rescue. We had the vehicle towed out of traffic into a lot, and the guy told me that if you don't have a trailer come haul it away, it'll get ticketed. And I said, we got it coming. So the guy trusted us, which was good. So we shopped around forever trying to find parts on an auction car or something like that, and ended up being cheaper. Well, almost cheaper. About the same cost to buy a whole nother car with a blown up motor that had all good body parts than it was to buy one piece at a time. So we found this on Marketplace. Nice lady over in Wisconsin, Madison. We picked it up. Mailed back the CD that was stuck in the radio that she couldn't get out.
What was it?
Fruit Bats.
The Fruit Bat.
Fruit Bats. So we actually mailed her another CD that we bought at a local record store because we're nice people like that, I think.
We thought it was funny.
So things that we've learned as we go.
Pontiac vibes are pretty durable.
They're a durable car. We've learned that the 09 on up Toyota Matrix, which these are based off of, and Pontiac Vibe, the bolt pattern is actually Honda
CRV.
Honda CRV. Notice we had an extra set of CRV wheels we were able to sneak on here. So that's kind of cool. And we have gone through and taken all the parts off of this that we needed to put on that guy. And we still have parts. With the alternator we stole off of here. The radiator and condenser actually were a tiny bit bent in this one.
Stole the condenser.
The condenser, okay, so this condenser here, oh, that's right, the condenser got hit. The radiator had a tiny bend in it. We got musical instruments.
We straightened that one out a little.
But we fixed her good. And so this was on the road. And another child got tagged in the corner. So we have pulled.
Always make sure you stop at stop signs.
That's right. So we went through and pulled off some of the parts through to the side. The hit was most of the hit was on the wheel, which kind of screwed up the suspension.
But kind of saved the body.
But saved the body.
I already pushed this out.
Yeah, so we pushed a bunch of this back in place. Sort of. We got professional body man going on here. I am very tempted to just put a new handle on and call it good. And we'll save the door for the next time that we need it.
Well, okay.
We still got a hatch. We got a tail light.
Well, eventually, what we'll do is we'll take the door and we'll cut the fender. We'll cut the fender or the rear quarter here, and we'll skin. We'll cut the wells and reskin this onto here later.
So we'll do the right thing, but not right now.
Most of this is gonna stay like this. We just want to get it back on the road to make sure everything's fine enough again.
So this has 105,000, 110,000 on it.
This is just over 2.
This one is over 200 on it. And we were able to get the receipts for all the work that was done. And what we realized was this probably had a head gasket that was starting to fail.
And it
got overheated too many times.
Hydrolocked it.
And it got hydrolocked. So the spark plugs were in the back seat.
Yeah, so we just put the coils in loose.
So we just did that. There's a hood that goes on it. We took the black hood, and that's kind of crinkled, and put it on here. So we go back and forth on how much of this do we just strip down and then haul the shell away, or we just.
When do we take the engine out of that and put it on this one? That's what I'm leaning towards in the not too distant future, depending on how many more times this thing goes.
But what's weird is all of this, this has never been hit in the front ever. And you can see how weird the lines are on these upper, that goes to the upper radiator.
Well, this is the bent one that we put on.
Yeah, we put
on it.
That's,
so it was there.
Yeah, good bumper there. But it's how weird, how they dip in and dip out and all that.
Those are really hard to get straight, by the way.
So what was very nice was having one that had never been hit. We could take measurements and go back and forth when we were pushing metal, moving metal, and all that. So we got a professional body man right there. Did a good job doing body man stuff. And so now, because you can't buy most of the rear suspension components, yes, you can get struts, yes, you can get brakes, yes, you can get axles, if it was four-wheel drive, because you could get those. This is the second generation of these. The first gen, like 03 to 08, you could just buy everything you want, but not these. So, we will be taking parts off of this guy, suspension pieces on that corner, dropping it over here.
Lower it slightly.
We'll probably have to get a rear axle hub and all that. Yep, we're going down. So, 5GT Live! Okay, here we are under Parts 5. You can see it's got new brakes, new rear struts, coils, new pads. So this stuff, depending on how the other one looks, I'll be transferring some of the brake stuff right over. If not, we know we got good stuff. So this has, for suspension, there's a big kind of lower control arm, a tubular one. And then there's an upper and a lower in the back. And then the knuckle, it's this big kind of knuckle thing right here. So we can see that these and those, the upper and the rear lower, are kind of tacoed, S-shaped in the back. You can see those bolts will not be coming without heat. So we'll get to that point when we get there. So we'll see what we need to transfer right over and go from there. This isn't crazy rusty. It's just been in Wisconsin salt, which is less than Minnesota, but still definitely rustiness here and there. Nothing terrible though. But. Okay, we're getting after it. So we have a very stuck brake rotor. So we're gonna get a little heat on it. And then, how many pound dead blow is that? 2 pound, 4 pound? 4 pound. And get after it. So, metal loves to rust in place. So heat that guy up. Right around the hub typically is where it gets bad. And right, put a lug nut on it. So when you are giving it some love, it won't shoot off at you. Yet again, another thing hard to do without a torch. say give it a try, see if it wiggles.
Can you hold it?
Just shut it off.
If you want to shut it off, then it's going to
Alright. There, we did have to bring out a metal hammer, but we got it. I think the hub in there is not super good. The rotor's probably still hot. Don't mind the creatures in the walls.
She's pretty warm still.
So you see there, the rear brakes, e-brakes are shoes inside. Those look pretty nice-ish. That's probably still warm. We're going through the web. As you can see, when these were replaced, they did not replace those at all. Those are pretty seized, and they move a little bit, but there's no pad on those guys anymore. So, we got a good rotor. The one we had to bang on to get off, that's okay. We'll check out, see if this hub is good. I know these have been replaced, so we might just pop this hub, put that guy over there. And then going after like these big bolts here. Of course, the tricky part, these big bolts here, the tricky part will be these bushings and getting the bolts to come through the bushings. That'll be the hard part. So we will see. So take the 2 caliper bolts to get the caliper loose, 14 mil. Those guys, and then kind of, and then we'll pry that loose. Sway bar in links, 14. That one got cracked loose a little bit. So that should come, so that's good. This top link we can just leave, get that loose, just spin it up out of the way. This bottom tube here is all one piece connected with that guy right there. So we're gonna get a little hammer time on the hub action here.
Okay.
It's thinking. The saga continues.
We're working on the world's greatest automotive piece of whatever this, that, and we got the 3 bolts right there. Those ones, they go. Those ones that go that way, they go up. Working on getting that one up, right out there. You can see that. I don't know, that way. We got the nut off. Now we're gonna pound the bolt out with an air hammer, I think. And then it's just gonna be that one and that one. So yeah, be simple and easy, right?
So we're going to try to take it out in one assembly. So we're just disconnecting where it touches the chassis. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the banged up one, if we can.
We already got the thing out though, so.
Escalation. Top strut mount, right back there. 1 big bolt, 2 little guys. 2 little guys, 1 big bolt. But not somewhere it flew. We'll find it, hopefully. And in our quest to take out the entire assembly, we have that essentially done. We're just gonna disconnect the e-brake cable in the way that you do it in Minnesota, because they don't come off any other way. Oh my. Is that some work to get that out of there. But I think this probably was the smartest thing to do, to take all one unit.
We would have been done with it about 2 hours ago if somebody
Yeah, we
didn't.
accidentally got a
punch stuck in here
punch stuck.
for a very long time.
So then that was a good hour or two of fighting.
There's not very much left of this bushing, is there?
No. Might be good enough, though. So, the last piece we had to go through and do was the strut on the top. Bolts up through the body. And we got it. Where did those two small bolts go on the strut mount? Like, where do they go into? So there's 3 bolts up on the top. Is it just the one?
We may have.
I wonder if you just need to take the one out.
Oh no, this. Okay, I understand. Okay, I see.
Okay, show the crowd.
This does come off of here, but we forgot. There's 2 in the back, 1 in the front. We forgot one of them, so that's why we took. I thought it didn't move, so I thought we had to take the one out in the middle, but apparently he didn't.